Hello adventurers, I'm Gray and welcome back to Graveyard Keeper, a game that I feel like I haven't played in ages, and it's even been a little while on the channel since I played it, a little more than usual. And that's because school has been really busy. I've had lots of tests. In fact, I was in the middle of a test when I started playing this right now, so once this is done, getting back to a test. Don't worry, it's fine. This is like a good break for me. It's a strange test that I'm taking, one that they let you go in and out of, and it's actually open all day, so I can spend some more time to finish it later. They said to like take a break halfway through, so I'm doing that. Playing some Graveyard Keeper. And I started in a basement just because I wanted a bit of a change of view for the start. One thing I did kind of think I want to do is organize my chests again, because there's quite a lot of spread of my materials in different chests around this whole general area. Some random stuff in the basement chest, and there's some random stuff in this chest. I know I was told that there's some ash in here that's good to grab, so I'm going to take that. Also, I was told that I need 10 blood in the future, and I do have 7 in there and 4 in the other one. So we have some blood, which is good. I'm not going to use it for random stuff right now. I'm thinking when I get bodies now, I might focus less on the graveyard, because I'm not too worried about improving the quality of the graveyard right now, and more on taking all the resources I can out of the body, and then burning it for the salt, the ash, and all that type of stuff. And that'll be very useful. And speaking of burning bodies, the first comment that I wanted to respond to said you can get salt by burning bodies. Burnt bodies drop ash, salt, and a barrow certificate. I do know that. However, I didn't even think about it when I was thinking of making food. Like, I was looking at the different food options. Some of them required salt, and I was like, where do you get salt? But yeah, it's from burning bodies, because that is what I want my food to be made of. Burnt corpses, my favorite. Apparently, I did miss a lot of things. Remember there's that one episode that wasn't recorded. Actually, 2 episodes that, like, the recording failed. And a lot of the comments were about stuff that I didn't show them, that I missed because the recording failed, which is fine. The prayer that they used a lot of the time, or 2 useful prayers, are the prayer of faith and prayer of money, which gives you 2 very useful items. Because faith and money are 2 things that are constantly used, pretty much. So they're always useful. They said a prayer, occasionally a symbol will appear above the confessional, which I know that confessionals can be used in order to get some extra faith. Apparently you can only do that if someone's in it. So you'll see like a symbol above it, and then that means someone's in it, and then that means you can interact with it, and all that type of stuff. So it'll be useful later on, whenever I see that happening. I missed the money from the donation box a couple of times, which is my bad. It was just a mistake. Also, these items are a little bit glitchy sometimes whenever I get a lot of them out of here. At least I can hold them on my inventory. Wow. They fit pretty nicely. Actually, did they go to the trunk? I think they went straight to the trunk. I didn't know they could be... No, they didn't. They went to my inventory. Okay, that's fine. I'm just doing this while reading comments. So... they said for making money, a good way to do it in the long run is gold star, wine, pumpkins, and onions. By the time I need gold star, though, I'll unlock fertilizer and make it easier to get it. And there was quite a few comments about fertilizer. Apparently, I really need to focus on that, which is good that I've already unlocked it. So we're going to work on that this episode, probably. But they said that when you're growing gold quality stuff, a good thing to know is that quests that require silver quality or lower will not accept gold quality, which I think is a bit weird. Honestly, if you're going to be accepting a higher quality, you should accept the lower one as well. Or if you're going to accept the lower quality, you should accept the higher one as well. That's just what I think. When the body isn't full of parts, there's a plus symbol. Clicking on it, you can put a body part back in. I mentioned this before, but that's a good thing to know. But you can make a mistake while doing this that could bot to the body. I should also be patient before making my graveyard better. So like I said, I'm not focused right now that much on improving the graveyard. That's something for the future. Also, if I put peat in here, am I able to like put another fertilizer in, like to improve it? Like, if it I don't care if it wastes the peat, because peat is easy to get. I'm just putting it in right now because I have it on me, and it doesn't cost much. So I'm just going to do this on all the slots. You know, I might as well just do it on all of them. Just because I can. Simplify things. I wish these signs didn't actually act as physical objects, though. It's kind of weird. I could probably turn all of this into usable land if I wanted to. Okay, the mines that I visited last time is full of noxious gases, so I can't actually mine in it myself. I need a creature that doesn't breathe to go in, like a zombie, I'm guessing. In the quarry area, where it has crafting and all that stuff, right now it's not that important. In the future it will be, but not right now. And if there's no star on a crafting item, like whenever I was crafting those food items, some of them said no star. That means that it's a starless item. And for example, quality fish. You don't make quality fish through poor quality fish. Like that just makes sense. Like if you're trying to make better, higher tiers of fish, you need a different fish to make it out of. So this right here, the gudgeon that I have, that'll only make the basic white fish fillet. But if you get a better fish, it'll unlock new recipes in here for higher quality ones. Okay, and then that was all for the first video of comments. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. It was apparently quite nostalgic because I'm still trying to find my way in this crazy world, in this Graveyard Keeper world. And then the next episode, apparently I learned that if you sell stuff like bread in excess, if you sell a ton of it, it'll actually decrease the amount you make out of it because of that. And yeah, that means I was making less basically every time I was selling it, which is a bit of a pain. I'm losing seeds each time, even with peat. Once I get some fertilizer, this will be less of a problem, okay? It's fine. Yeah, I don't have crops for that. I do have some of this stuff. No, not there. Here. Oh, okay, now I'm out. There we go. 4, 8, 12. Boop, 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 boop. And now, yeah, I'm missing some crops still. Whatever, we got them planted. Alright. I do need blood in the future. Okay, that's a good thing you told me, because I might have used them for something. Okay. It says... They reminded me that I had ash in that chest that I took out already, so that's good. And I was told that later in the game there'll be events that you want to do by certain days and things like that, like time-limited events. So it seems like when I was commenting earlier about how I wish I could just get infinite... I could just get infinite faith because all I have to do is sleep for the next faith day anyway, so it's not like it's anything other than tedious. Apparently there's going to be future events that are very time-limited, so I won't be able to just sleep to the next week. So that would break the game, so I'm glad they don't do that. Also, with the dinner thing with the merchant, I shouldn't focus on that too much right now, because apparently that he won't even progress with his quest until I do everything else that he wants. And in addition, that's quite a difficult thing to work on, so I don't really want to focus on that. And dinners are also not really used other than that quest. Fertilizers are very important, so I'm going to focus on that. Yeah. More about dinners and how I don't really need to make them. However, they're made of 3 types of food, which is good. Also, when I was making those different food items, some of them said no influencing perks or buffs are available. I thought that meant that I didn't have any perks or buffs that would improve the quality of it, but no, that means that there aren't any perks or buffs you can use to improve the quality of the food. Because it's all determined by the quality of the ingredients, not by any perks you have. Alright. I believe that's all for the comments, and now I'm not sure what to do because I haven't played in so long. I gotta get reacquainted with what I was in the process of doing, what I was working on. Like, I was making money. I know I need to buy some stuff, the building permit to expand the church, and that cost quite a bit of money, and I was working on getting that. I'm trying to figure out the optimal way to get money. I have some bodies in here. I was not paying attention to these. I guess the first thing I'm going to do is just take these bodies and remove everything from them. As much as I can, because I am not going to focus on burying these. I'm going to remove everything and I'm going to burn them. So how much inventory space? I should have enough to remove everything, I think. At least on one body. I'm going to have to be moving back and forth a lot. Actually, this is going to take a while, isn't it? I guess I'll cut forward to whenever this body is completely empty. Well, we've got one empty body over here, just a husk of its former self. Let's see, what has it got? 3 surgeon's mistakes. That is the shape I want a body to be in. Man, I love a body like that. Let's set up the burning grounds to get rid of this mess. Now, a thing will be that, or a problem with this is that a lot of the pieces of these bodies don't stack. So I'm gonna plant a couple of crates so we can just have storage for body parts. And honestly, I'm just going to do it for these 3 bodies for now. We need, like, some backup parts, just in case we need to do stuff with them. I'm just going to toss them all in here. And honestly, I think I'm going to make these for all the body parts, just anything that comes off body, blood, skin. I'm going to all put them in here, and I'm going to be a bit more organized now. I want to have at least a bit of structure in my place, rather than having everything scattered around willy-nilly. Also, I believe if I have some faith right now, right? No, I don't. but I can get faith. I can get faith because today's faith day. We can do some more research on some of these body parts, because I'm sure there's some that I haven't researched yet, and that'll give a good amount of blue points. And then we can stock up on those as well. Oh man, things are looking up. Like, I think today's going to be a get reacquainted, get resupplied, restocked, figure out our bearings, and go from there type of day. And there we go, 12 blood. So we have more than 10, which we're going to need in the future. We have a lot of hearts in here. If someone saw this chest, they'd think I'm some, like, serial killer mass murderer. Like, I think there's some serial killers in history that would just take body parts off of the people that they kill and just, like, save them in crates and stuff like that. I mean, they're crazy people, you know? There's a reason why they're serial killers. Those poor cereal boxes. After adding the ash to the pile, we do have 30 ash in here, which I think... Was that the amount we needed? Ah, looks like someone's in the confessional. Hello there. Nice, a little extra faith and a little extra story. That's cool, I like that. And we also can now do the prayer for faith again. And since we have over 20 faith, I mentioned this before, we get more than the like 4 that we used to get. I don't know if I mentioned the reason before, but I believe every 10 faith, or every 10 church level you get in here, gives you a little more faith each time you do it. So we get 8, or 6 now. Or 7. And also, I gotta be sure to pick up the money this time. It's not bad money. It's not bad. I can sell my bread as well, and that'll be a little extra. There we go. One silver. We have 17 now, and we need 20 in order to get building permissions, which is nice. We'll get to that. Let's just continue cutting into our bodies. Actually, I am curious as to which body parts we have yet to research. So I'm gonna grab a bit of everything in here. I believe we have everything in here, at least one of everything. Yeah. And we're going to try sciencing on all of these using the faith that we have. Because I don't think the faith we have right now is needed for... I mean, I'm sure it's used for a lot of other things, but I want to stock up on some blue points. We have 99 right now, but we could always go for more. So let's see. So we haven't done the heart. That's it. It's the only body part we haven't done. Alright. It costs 3 of each, but that's fine. This should give us a lot of blue points though, right? It can be decomposed into essence. Ooh, 99 to 149, so 50 blue points. That was worthwhile, I think. That was definitely good. Well, once again, let's go back to cutting up bodies. Actually, I might go and sell some bread. I'm gonna go sell my bread and see how much money we make off it, because if we can get to the 20 gold that we need, or 20 silver that we need, we can go ahead and expand our place. And I'm gonna take some cabbages with me, because if I'm just slightly low on the money, I'll sell like a couple cabbages just to make up to 20 silver. I hope that our guy doesn't leave, our bishop man doesn't leave before I get back. He might, because it's getting to be a bit late, but I'll try and do it on time. I should have gone through the faster way. I'm here to sell. I'm here to make a profit. I'm a merchant now. Hello there. Buy my bread. Buy my wares. 292. Okay, let's do that. I am short 5 bronze. Nice. Perfect. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. Going through the underground. We're gonna get there straight from the underground. I want a nice church. I want a good-looking church. I want it to be a pretty church. I want it to be nice and colorful. I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing New Horizons recently. That's sort of been like my game for the past week or so. I got it on my birthday, which was over this last week. Woo, happy birthday. I'm old enough to drink now. Oh boy, I'm not going to. I've been enjoying it. It's a great game, honestly. It's very, very calming. It's a good way to de-stress. Like, it's definitely not a game for everyone. At least I think it's not. But if you are a stressed out guy, you have a lot of stuff going on, it's a good way to relieve some of that. Alright. I've got a building permission. I'm ready to upgrade the church. Wow! That's some fast building. I'm no fan of this modern architecture. Ha ha. There's far too much light in here for my taste. But our modern faithful citizens, they'll enjoy it. Mark my words, in 10 years some of them might even learn how to read, and then they'll revolt against the church. What a crazy time this is. Indeed. By the way, I think you should make the donation box bigger. And speaking of donations, are you aware that in order to perform a ceremony in the big church, you'll need to be a rightful citizen? Not really. Crap. Oh, then I must have forgotten to mention it. No wonder. I have so many important things on my mind. Just show me your rightful citizen papers and I'll gladly open the big church. I guess I picked a bad time to throw it into a chest. I wasn't using it for a long time, so I just threw it in there, and now the bishop is leaving. You know what? I don't think it's a big deal right now, because he's going to be back later on anyway by the next time I want to do a prayer, so I'll just bring it to him then. Let's take a peek at our church and what's different about it. So it looks a bit larger. I don't know if all these... Oh yeah, it's definitely larger, because the confessionals were closer to the entrance, I believe, before. There's more room overall. It looks more fancy. Let's see, is there any new things we can build in here? Yeah, there's more spaces to put things. We can build a wooden church shrine. I don't know exactly how much is new. I should have checked it before I upgraded, but there's definitely more space to put things right now, which is nice. Are there more bench slots as well? It doesn't really look like it. I can't really check because I don't have the resources to build right now, and I'm getting hit by allergies, oh my gosh. Oh, I'm feeling the allergies. Spring is coming. Whew. Well, let's get back to chopping bodies just like Mama would have wanted it. I've realized now that I don't really... Oh. Okay, yeah, I can't give it to you right now. I realized that I don't really need to go all the way home to sleep if I want to keep doing this stuff, because if I get low on energy, I have bread everywhere. I have so much bread. It's like, it's not even a problem, honestly. I'm already botching surgeries, but you know what? That's fine. I don't even care. These guys aren't getting buried. Not on my watch. I won't allow it. So the only ones that don't stack are the hearts, the brains, and the intestines, which is good to know. That means that it's not actually as much space as I thought for each body, which is nice. Hey, wasn't I working on getting a better sword last time? I think I was. I think that was the plan for this episode. I mean, I need a lot of red points. Now if there's anything that just requires, like, green and blue points, I am pretty good on that front. Like, I could take a look. If there's something that just requires that stuff, then that's not a big deal. I think everything requires... I mean, this one, but I haven't quite gotten up to it yet, and I don't want to spend on more ores. Nope, get out of here, food. Master Gatherer, you know what? Might as well. Might as well at this point. Zombie gardening? You know, why not? And green and blue points, you know, cool. Brewing. That's more questionable. That's expensive. If I want to get some better stories, or just be able to make stories, this might be a good thing to just go ahead and get. Writing tricks, a writer. That'll probably produce higher quality writings, which is probably a good idea. Random text generator. Is that a zombie thing? Random zombie text maker thing? I might get writing tricks, but I'll wait on it for now. How about in here? Price of faith. Combo prayer. Prayer for donations. So I got a prayer for faith. Apparently a prayer for donations is also good. Is combo prayer sort of like... Oh, extra faith and donations. Okay, this would be a good one to get. Because if I can get the combo prayer, then we'll have a mix of both. Alright, let's try and get ourselves enough gravestones and stone fences so that we can actually afford a new sword. Afford a sword. I like that sentence. Because I should probably just set it to craft 2, but you know. Let's do this. 2 of these. And it won't be quite enough, but it'll be a... Oh, wait. Oh, no, the fences were more for blue points. Okay. We're back to 99, which is the amount we had before we researched the heart, which is fine. I believe crafting things like iron parts will help get red points as well. So simple iron parts like that, and then you make complex iron parts out of those. Is that right? Will this give me some nice red points? It gives me a few. Okay, we're at 43. Actually, getting all the iron scattered around here could help me a little bit, because I'll get the iron, which I'm running a bit low on, and it gives me red points for each one I chop down. I mean, it's not much red points, but, you know, it's something. And I think it's fine because we got other benefits as well. Also, we should fish at some point, because fishing will help us to get some quality fish fillets. Come on! Now, I was finally out here in the middle of nowhere, ready to mine, ready to dig, to get some iron, and now you break. You know what, screw it. I'm taking this flower and I'm gonna eat it. Gimme. Nom 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 nom. Can't eat it. Garbage. I was on the way home and I ran into a nice ghosty guy. Oh, how nice to meet you here. These days I'm not often a guest in the material world. How so? Are you really interested? Well then, I'll tell you. I was elected as superintendent of the graveyard. It's a tough job. Not all the new arrivals are pleasant. It's a lot of pressure. Poor Yorick. Thank you for your kind words. Now I need to return to my duties. I see. You got a tough life, Yorick. Or sorry, you have a tough not life, Yorick. I'm actually going to end off this episode here. We'll continue mining some iron next time and progressing in that regards. As soon as we get our pick fixed. I was about to say something bad. I don't know why I keep this whetstone on me either. I just use it here. I just store it. And time to get some sleep. Hopefully you all enjoyed this episode of Graveyard Keeper. I certainly did. And if you did, I'd appreciate a like, comment, or subscription. It really does help. That's all for now, and I hope to see you all on the next adventure.